Okay, so something tells me getting locked into a room with a girl is sometimes beneficial, but at the same time really awkward. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done 7 minutes in heaven before. If you guys haven't seen that video, then go check it out. But honestly, getting trapped in the janitor's closet, well, that's a whole different category. But as usual, before I do get into the story, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And right now, as I'm speaking to you guys, I am currently live on my YouTube channel, Baba Gaming. So make sure you guys do watch me live if you guys want to see these live story times, live in action, as you guys interact with me and I tell you guys some more crazy stories like this one. Also, I'm live on Twitch. But other than that, let's get straight into this crazy story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another crazy video. So this video takes place back when I was in high school, and funny enough, this was my actual grade 11 year. So if you guys already know, you guys are big fans of the channel already, you guys would know at this point in time, I was already pulling girls left and right. Like, seriously, for me to get the devil's tango, I would just need to have like one conversation with a girl, and that's it. It's done. Anyways, going on, I remember one time there was a girl in my socials class that was really attractive, and me, I obviously wanted to like get with her and stuff, and you know, talk to her, because obviously that was like who I was in high school. But obviously me being kind of nervous, it kind of like made things harder on me, because like I wasn't nervous to talk to her. It's just handling rejection back when I was in high school in grade 11 was not really common for me, since I pulled so many girls. So it was kind of just like awkward to like see where it would go if I did talk to her and stuff. But obviously I did what I always do, and before class started, I walked up to the girl and said, "Hey, like, how's it going?" She looked at me all awkwardly, knowing that she already knew who I was apparently, and she was like, "So what's going on? Like, you good?" And I'm like, "What do you mean I'm good? I just said hi." And she looks at me all funny. She's like, "Okay, sure, like whatever, just like do your thing, I guess." Okay. I found it really awkward how she said that to me, but then it makes sense later on the story. Going on, I remember I was kind of just like trying to have a conversation with her, but then randomly out of nowhere the bell rang, and when the bell rings, our socials teacher was really strict on like, you know, basically getting ready, sitting down, and just paying attention to the front of the class. And if you didn't do that, for some reason our teacher would automatically send us to the office. So me standing up still beside this girl trying to like have a conversation with her as the bell rang, I remember our teacher walked up in front of the class and saw me still standing up beside this girl, saying, "Bubba, take a seat right now. We're starting class. Don't you understand that? Did you not hear the bell ring? Are you going deaf, Bubba?" I instantly sat down beside the girl, and right as that happened, the girl was really annoyed that I sat down beside her. She was like, "Couldn't move away any faster? Like, are you serious? You couldn't just sit one seat away from me?" I looked at her and I just straight up said, "What's your problem? Like, why do you actually like hate me?" And she's like, "Well, it's not that I hate you, it's just you're annoying." Sure, okay, I'm annoying. I don't know, I found it really awkward as she found me annoying. So me knowing that, I kind of just thought my chances were a loss, and I started just ignoring her. Now, this is a really good tactical method for any men out there that really want to pull girls, and I'm gonna make a video about how to pull girls. But basically, if a girl finds you attractive but finds you annoying, ignore her. That way you are basically doing the opposite of what she's annoyed by, and then she finds you just attractive. It's kind of just like a comical science. But anyways, going on though, I remember me and this girl were basically like not talking to each other, ignoring each other, and basically doing our own thing. But for some reason, she really wanted still attention from me, because I guess she enjoyed the attention. So she started talking to me as I would ignore her. Then she asked me, "Okay, like, what's your problem? Like, seriously, like, do you just not like me now? Like, what's the issue? Like, seriously, is this what you do to every girl? Like, who do you think you are?" Trying to pull every excuse in the book for me to talk to her. And then I remember I turned my head and said, "Oh, like, sorry, I thought I was like annoying you or something. I didn't know if I was allowed to talk to you." She found that kind of cute, and she's like, "Okay, you know what? Like, here, give me your phone." I ended up giving her my phone, me thinking that she was gonna give me her Snapchat. She ended up giving me her phone number, and she added herself on Facebook. Apparently, this girl did not have Snapchat. Apparently, she had like previous issues with like her like photos getting leaked throughout the school. So me knowing that, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess I know what I'm not getting." And then I ended up just getting her phone number. Class ended that time, and when I got her phone number, I basically walked away and went to my next class and started walking. But as I started walking to my next class, I remember out of nowhere, the girl that gave me her number ended up going up to her friend group, and basically all of them were giggling, smiling, and being happy. I guess in a way it was like my own little fan club. I have no idea, because I didn't really want to intrude on what was going on. But then out of nowhere, for some reason, when I was walking towards my next class, one of the girls that was like really shy but really quiet and doesn't really say much, nor have I ever hit her up before, walks up to me saying, "Hey, like, you better like watch your back. I'm just gonna say that now, because those girls got something planned that I don't think you're gonna like." What is what I said? I was so confused, and I had no idea what she was talking about, but I just kept walking my next class. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care. So as I was walking, I remember I basically entered my classroom. I ended up sitting down and talking to all the boys in my law class. I remember my phone vibrated, and I pulled out my phone and saw that I got a text message already from the girl that gave me her number. The message said, "Hey, like, what you up to? How's your class?" Good, question mark, is what I said. And then she ended up saying, "Hey, so like, I want to punish you for you not like talking to me the entire class. Like, that really hurt my feelings. What is what I said? I'm like, you want to punish me? And out of nowhere, I remember my buddy beside me, he looks over at the phone. He's like, you have a girl that wants to punish you, bro? It was the funniest thing. And I kind of started giggling. And then she instantly messaged me saying, stop giggling and come on to your classroom. Instantly, I look out the door where like basically like beside like our doors in the classroom, there was like a little window. And she was like standing right there staring me down. And I saw she was there. So I remember I put my hand up. I'm like, hey, like, can I go to the bathroom? My teacher obviously didn't want me leaving, but he's like, yeah, sure. You're annoying enough. And basically, I ended up standing up and going outside the classroom and meeting up with her. I straight up told her, what are you doing here? Like, what? She comes close to me. She's like, you know, there's a lot of things I've heard about you. And first I was annoyed by you, but like something tells me you got something bigger you're hiding. Bigger I'm hiding? What do you mean? And instantly from there, I remember this girl ends up grabbing my wrist and walking me over to a different room. And this room was not like a classroom or anyway. Like it literally, I think it was the janitor's closet because it smelled like bleach and like cleaning products. And as we went in there, I remember I just saw a bunch of cleaning products on the wall and like a mop on the side with like that little bin where you put the mop in going squish, 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 squish. And basically I looked at her and I'm like, what are we doing here? She closes the door. And from there, me and her, let's just say we had our own little 7 minutes in heaven because she came close to me and one thing led to another. We ended up doing the Devil's Tango. Yeah, we did the Devil's Tango in the janitor's closet. I know, a little insane, but it is what it is. Anyways, going on with the story. I remember as I was going down, we were in there for, I want to say like the rest of the period. So I never ended up going back to my law class. But then when the bell rang and I knew I had to get to my next class because I had PE, I instantly started trying to open the door and it wouldn't open. The door wouldn't open. I tried opening it as much as I could and nothing. I was so stressed out. And I remember I looked at the girl. I'm like, why isn't the door opening? She's like, oh, like, let me give it a try. She tries opening the door as she's putting on her clothes and still nothing. At this point, I was stressing out because I knew I had to get to class, but I couldn't get to class because I was locked in the janitor's closet with this chick that literally just did the Devil's Tango with me. So at this point, I had no idea what to do. I didn't know if I should stay there. I didn't know if I should, you know, cry for help. I didn't know if I wanted to, you know, basically get in trouble. I had no idea. So I remember what me and this girl decided to do is basically just sit down and just wait. I remember I ended up pulling out my phone because I had my phone out and I basically started trying to like text my friend to like help me get out. But all my friends were in PE class, so there was no way they were going to see their phones because they don't carry their phones when they're doing PE. And if you carry your phone while you're doing PE class, you're really weird, by the way. And I remember I was just basically stuck in a sticky situation, or in this way, a cleaning product situation. Get it? See what I was trying to do there? Never mind. Going on. I remember later on throughout the day, I think like almost an hour and a half passed. The bell rang to the next class and basically it was lunchtime. And as I was sitting there waiting for my buddy to like come get me or seeing at least someone see the text messages, this girl was straight up just trying to talk to me the whole time about life. And it was the most awkwardest thing. But we ended up being in there for, I want to say almost like the rest of the school day. And what this girl just kept wanting to do was do the Devil's Tango. And apparently for some reason her legs were numb after we did the Devil's Tango for like the third time in there because we had nothing else to do while we were waiting. Like it's not like I was gonna drink bleach or something. So we were just all like sitting in there just not knowing what to do. Anyways, going on from there, basically all I'm gonna say was that the way we ended up getting out was that the janitor in the school ended up actually like opening the door randomly at a random moment, and he ended up seeing me and her in there, and he straight up looked inside and saying, oh, I didn't know we hired new janitors in here, eh? Yeah, it was embarrassing. So me and her, we instantly ran out of class. I went to my law class, picked up my stuff. She instantly went back to her classroom and picked up her things. Our teachers were still in the classroom because it was only like an hour after school ended. For some reason, teachers like to stay and do work. And yeah, we had to explain to our teachers how basically we decided to skip all of class together and all that crazy stuff. I don't know. Anyways, guys, that is basically it for today's story. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And once again, I am live right now on YouTube, so go watch the live channel on Bubba Gaming. Other than that, like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. Peace out, guys. Also, follow me on Instagram. Bye!
My name is Bubba. I'm still on top of the world. Devil's Tango with your mother. Of course, let's go. Should I make it a story? Let's click record. Got that TikTok with 2 mil, hit different with some more. She said she loved me, she kept. Should I exit for sure? I got 100K for my life.